Hey guys, this is another update on the Roper. I know I posted a video today. It's just easier to take multiple videos and post short 10, 15 minute long videos versus trying to splice them all together in one long video because I'm only using my cell phone for all this. I can splice them, it's just a pain in the butt, and I'd much rather it's easier for me to do this, and they upload quicker. But here's an update on the Roper. As you can see, she's about a third of the way pulled apart. I have the bumper and winch there. I've got the hood there, and that's the lower nose cone. I'm going to put the fenders, rack, fuel tank. Well, I got to drain the fuel out of the tank, but all that stuff is going up there as well. The seat's sitting right there. I've got the wiring and the belt right there. There's the alternator. I got the exhaust off. I have to pull the tire to get the exhaust the rest of the way off because that muffler's in the way. It catches the fenders over here. I'm currently fighting the 10-inch engine pulley. They've only got one set screw and it is tight. Back when I built this, I had a bunch of these and I put it in with my impact. But unfortunately, I have either broken or lost the 4mm version of these that I need for that set screw, and I'm trying to use a Allen wrench, but it's not working. It's flexing too much, but I'm gonna keep trying. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update. Wiring's all removed, batteries out. That's sitting. It's the one on the left. Winch is out, belt's off. Steering shaft is down on the floor. You can kind of see it hanging right there. I gotta lift the tractor up to get it out. Steering wheel is over there. After that original video, I took the seat and the hood and everything off. And I'm like, wait, why am I gonna work on a muddy tractor? So I still had not everything there to drive it, minus a comfortable seat. But I backed it out, drove it up front, sprayed it off with the hose to get most of the mud off. Obviously, my yard's a mess, right outside my door here. So tires got covered in mud, but most of the mud got sprayed off. I've only got a hose. I don't even have an end on it. So there's only so much I could get off, but yeah. Also, all this came within the last ride. I think it's either one of two things. It's either that black hose there, the PCV, or the gasket between the side cover and the crankcase blew. I'm going to replace that gasket just to be on the safe side. But I don't see too much smoke coming out of the PCV. Nothing abnormal. But it's also not ran to anything. It's just dumping out. So it could be the issue. I don't even have it run to a catch can. So it could be just a PCV valve not being hooked to a catch can, which I do plan on adding. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a little update on the Roper. He's getting, for you guys thinking that, oh, he said this before, he ain't going to do it. Yeah, it's actually happening this time around. I finally have a break where I don't have any, there's no trail rides or anything that are planned that I know of. So, while I've got this chance, the Roper is getting torn apart. And also, I'm a big fan of that small little bumper I've got, but I do have this other one I built for Roadkill. It was a Sears tractor, but the way I have it built, it slides right, it uses a mule drive. And let's get my phone, or try to do this one-handed. See if I can get that in there. Nope, frame's too warped to even allow it in there. But that kind of gives you an idea. It's supposed to slide back another 4 inches or so. Hammer. I'm gonna set the phone down. I got a little tripod. That's good. Okay. What do you guys think about that? I built this for a stretch tractor, but But that ain't half bad looking. The tires will clear it. And it'll give me a little bit more front end weight. I'm just not sure, because I do really like that smaller bumper. But yeah, give me your guys' thoughts on it. Hey guys, Riding Tractors here, and here's another update on the Roper. I have the engine pulled. That was a pain in my butt. I've got it sprayed down with WD-40. I'm gonna take some paper towel, wipe it off. Wiring harness. That pulley was a bitch to get off. That was fun. Well, it's only got one set screw in the keyway. That was tight, and I actually twisted. I didn't break it, but I twisted the Allen wrench getting it off. But here's what she's current state. Dash is over there. Well, 2/3 of the dash is there. Another third of it's here. But yeah, she's dirty. Look at all that spot, where that mud and shit collects up on these sears is up in there. But this is the culprit of why the dash broke. And why it's have teeth skipping is because of that. You can see the hole there, right there. It's not quite exactly lined up. And what it is this whole thing folded over. That square tube, and as you can see, it's bent. This whole thing, when it was sliding down the hill, the whole thing shifted, bent the steering column, or steering rod, and because it shifted, it caused all that to crack. So if we come over here and look at it, it's got cracks all running through here, all the way across over here, and that's where it broke. It cracked all along here and then broke along that entire side. So that is why the Roper's actually getting a new frame, is strictly because of that. If it had the factory rod on it, it would have been just fine. Oh, my muddy yard. And what I mean by factory rod, I mean, this isn't the frame I'm going to use. I'm actually using that one, but this will show you what I mean. That solid white yellow rod right there, it's all one piece. I'm pretty confident if the Roper still had that, my dash wouldn't have broke. Because what's happened is, because it's bent back, the steering shaft is bent away from the bottom at the teeth, so it has a ton of slop in there. So this frame is getting ripped apart, stretched, whole front section's gone. That is the same battery tray that the Roper has from factory, or the factory style battery tray. So it's going in that. And I just realized I forgot to give Anthony his dash. I meant to give him this dash for that the aluminum one. He is supposed to be mailing me out. But yeah. So yeah, just an update on the Roper. And that should be coming in here by the end of the day. Got my overland trailer pulled out. Still, I've got the wood to lift it, where you see that white board is. It's going to be one there and the one in the back to raise it up enough to clear the tires. And also because the mounts on the body are wider than the frame, or the trailer, that'll give me a spot to mount that too. My yard is an absolute muddy disaster. But back to the Roper. Yeah, that's all kinds of fucked. Because when I originally built this, I put the stock rod back in, along with a bushing in that hole to hold the rod true, and then built this around that, and that allowed me to have it come out of the factory location and everything. I believe, if I remember right, that hole was cut for the steering shaft, because the John Deere box bolted right there and came over. The U-joint's over and out. You can see how misaligned those holes are, looking straight down. It's pretty bad. But yeah, I've got engine pulled out. Gonna wipe it down real quick, and then it's gonna go on the shelf where the 460 actually is, because I'm gonna put the 460 in that custom. But yeah, she's getting there.